Today we're going to look at zoning, what zoning allows for that property, what zoning it has, and how we can look it up to make sure that we have the right business operating in the right space. So if we use this property here, we're going to go to miamidade.gov. We're going to search the address. Let's use 12496 Southwest 128th Street as our subject. This is the property. This is miamidade.gov property appraiser's office. We want to check with the municipality that the property is located in to make sure that we have accurate information on the zoning. So the way that we know the municipality of the property is the first two digits of the folio number. The first two digits of the folio number tells us which municipality this property is in. What is a municipality? As an example, Miami Beach, Coral Gables, City of Hialeah, City of Homestead, City of Opa-locka, all of those are municipalities. This property here, they're cities. This property here is located in unincorporated Miami-Dade County. This is not Doral. This is not Miami Beach. This is not any of those municipalities. It's located in unincorporated Miami-Dade County. It could be considered an area like the Devon-Aire area. It could be considered something like Kendall. Those two areas are not municipalities. They're not cities. So this is in unincorporated Miami-Dade County. If you ever have a question as to where or what the code is for what city, we can always Google. If we're looking in Miami-Dade, we can look up Miami-Dade Municipal Code, and it will tell us a guide to municipal codes right here. Guide to municipal codes. If it starts in 01, that's City of Miami. 02 is Miami Beach. 03 is Coral Gables. 04 Hialeah, so on and so forth. So if I ever have a question regarding a property, I want to ask that question to the appropriate municipality. Even though a property may be in Miami-Dade County, if it is located in Miami Beach, Miami-Dade is going to tell me to ask and talk to the city of Miami Beach for the question. So we always want to check the municipality so we can make sure that we're getting our information directly from the correct municipality. So this is the folio. We just discussed that. Right here it says primary zoning. It tells us what the primary zoning is for that property, and it tells us what it is currently being used as. It's very possible that it has one zoning and being used as something else. For example, this could be, let's say, primary zone for industrial, but it's being used as a business, storefront, retail. So this zoning land use is a good way of telling us what we can do with it because it's already approved for this, and the primary zoning will tell us what the zoning allows for in that area. 7700 is for Miami-Dade County. We can also look down here towards the bottom where it says zoning code. In the zoning code, here it says land use and restrictions. The zoning code says that it's zoned for IUC. The C stands for conditional. The IU stands for industrial. So this is zoned for industrial use, conditional. And if we look up what that is, we can go to Google and Google IUC Miami-Dade. IUC Miami-Dade. The first one there that pops up, we can click on that. It's going to give us this page. And right here, it tells us that IUC is Industrial District, Conditional District. And it tells us that we can do all uses permitted in IU1 and IU3. We can also do wholesale distribution facilities. We can do warehousing. We can do storage facilities. we can do offices. If we look up IU1, 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 the 1 stands for light industrial, light manufacturing. This is for Miami-Dade. If we click on that, it tells us that IU1 industrial light manufacturing allows us to do light industrial manufacturing, wholesale distribution facilities, warehousing, storage facilities, office. It tells us what we can do with it. So if we ever have a question, we can go directly to the source, miamidade.gov. And here, if we click industrial diagram, no, if we click the articles, RU1, this here will take us to another page. This is the ordinance page. Here, it will give us more details as to what we can do with this property. So we read this, and if we look a little bit further, it says, in any IU1 district which is designed, arranged, or intended to be used or occupied for any purpose except for one or more of the following uses: residential use as a watchman or caretaker's quarters, adult entertainment, adult daycare, aircraft hangar, animal hospital, so on and so forth. This here tells you all of the uses that are allowed in that zoning. So I recommend reading this, getting familiar with this, learning how to look up information so that way you can find the answers. Also, I also recommend you can also Google Miami-Dade zoning phone number and call the county, ask them if the use that you intend to do, let's say that we had a body shop that wanted to operate in that space, we can call Miami-Dade County, speak to the zoning department and ask them, hey, this property here at 123 Main Street, can I do a body shop? And they will tell you yes, no, maybe. They'll give you a better sense of direction. If it's a maybe, then that means that you probably have to speak with the supervisor and go through a zoning process if it requires that. But usually they can tell you on the phone, yes, no, if your use can be done there. I recommend reviewing all the previous information before calling them, just so that way you have your answer directly and confirming your answer directly with miamidade.gov.